fellow Toastmasters and guests, plan for your old age. I know you don't even want to think about it. Many of you don't even want to admit that you're even getting close. Well, I'm going to be very truthful with you this evening. I'm here. I'm in it. I am 68 years old and proud of it. And you, young man, have given me a new inspiration. I believe that if you want to live long, one of the things you need to do is to take care of your body. And the second thing you need to do, and I don't know which is more important, is to take care of your finances. If you're that age, or this age, or somewhere in between, if you're under 50, you need to be looking at your financial old age every single year. Let me give you a couple of reasons why. I'm part of the pre-boomers that were first exposed to IRAs or employment plans. The reason they came about is because big companies were bellying up because they couldn't pay for the pension plans that they had promised to their employees. Man, this was a godsend. We could take our pre-tax dollars, remember that term, and put them into an account, and our employers would throw money at it that they got tax deductions for. Wonderful idea. I put as much money into those babies as I could for 35 years. They were wonderful. The intention was, because at that point in time, in the late 60s, early 70s, people were working for one employer for 35 and 40 years and retired. What a deal! Now you got a bucket of money that you can pay taxes on when you need it. And who knows what the tax percentage would be at that point in time when you start taking that money out. You need to look at that. I had a wonderful career. I worked for 6 Fortune 500 companies, not poor companies, all over the country. They all had an IRA, and I dumped my money into there. Some of them paid as much for every dollar I put in, $3. Lots of money. Look at your IRA or IRAs, plural. Do they have any limits on what you can do with that money when you are retired? Most of them do. You can't commingle one Fortune 500 company with their stock with another. You may not be able to take them all, which I wanted to do, and put them into one big pot and just watch that stock market go. Couldn't do it. Had 6 IRAs, all of them pretty hefty. Wasn't going to touch that money. Didn't touch that money. Another thing that I want you to pay attention to, common knowledge, once you hit that maximum age for taking your Social Security, 65 plus 10, 66 plus 10 months, take it, because you'll never live long enough to get the big amount if you wait till you're 70. I'm here to tell you, every single person in this room has a different number that's going to come out. Don't make an assumption that you're going to get stung if you wait till you're 70. Do not make that assumption. Get the figures. Right now, if you're 67 and 10 months and that's your maximum age, if you wait 1 year, they'll pay you 8% more. If you wait 2 years, they'll pay you 16% more. All the way up until the month you turn 70. Calculate it out and make sure you're making the right decision. Insurance policies, wonderful assets that everyone should have. Know the difference between term through your employer that is not portable. You can't take it with you. It's stuck with that employer. You retire, when you turn 65, up to as much as 50% of the face value of that life insurance policy drops. When you turn 70, it goes down again. When you turn 80, it goes down again. Because you don't need as much money to take care of yourself and your family when you're 80. Unless you marry a young woman. And I happen to do that. Best man I ever knew in my whole life. We had 15 wonderful years together. He had this big whopping insurance policy through Ford. Okay, fine. His wife had died, and I made sure I got my name put on that policy. He died. Policy was worth 20 grand. Used to be worth 120. He wasn't even aware of that. Don't make that mistake. Be aware of it. The other area, along with insurance policies, whole life, by the way, has a cash value, and it doesn't decrease. They're more expensive. The other thing I want to share with you, especially people who are still looking to purchase some types of annuity accounts or life insurance. These are the things that insurance companies look at. The younger you are, the premiums are dollars. Dollars a month. If it's good company, they'll make them portable, so you can take them with you wherever you go. Dollars a month. Wonderful policies, especially whole life. They cost a little more. Term insurance, that's it, it's term, it's gone. Whole life, you can borrow against it. You can take it with you wherever you go. And you can take a loan on it. You don't have to pay it back. You're young, the premiums are low. The higher your age, the higher the premium. One of the question on every single insurance policy that you will read is, have you used tobacco products in the last year? If you haven't quit chewing or smoking, think about it. They raise the premiums dramatically, and it's not good for your health. The other question is your age, your height, and your weight. Put that all together, it spells higher premiums. You have to take a look at those things. So remember, look at Social Security, what are you going to get? Look at the insurance policies you have. Instead of putting 100%, my recommendation, instead of putting 100% in your IRA, divide it up. Some IRA, some insurance policies. My grandparents, after the Depression, everybody bought insurance policies. They were the best thing going. They still are. Take care of your health, take care of your money, and then enjoy your life. My father gave me lots of words of wisdom. The one thing he said to me that stuck in my head forever, and it was harsh, when we were talking about where you're going to go to college, what are you going to do, how many kids you're going to have, who you're going to marry, what's your life going to be. I think I was 19 years old. He said, Pat, don't depend on any man, a company, or the U.S. government to take care of you when you're old and ugly.